wonderful.
Please note this video was pre-recorded. I have actually paid a little more off my debt since creating the video. However, I haven't had time to remake the video, and at least this gives a good idea of my current debt situation and goals. Apologies for the shaking camera, and thank you for watching. Hello and welcome back to another video with me, Gemma, and today we are gonna be talking about debt. First of all, I cut my finger trying to cut open a bread cake, or a tea cake as some people might call it, or a bap, or a whatever. We'll not start that debate. Yeah, so that's why that's there. And also, if you see these pyjamas, because that's what they are, it is pyjamas, in several of my videos, they are my favourite pyjamas, that's why. You'll see them quite often. And also I've got wrinkly hands, more than usual, because I just got out of the shower. So yeah, never mind my granny hands. We are going to be going through debt, everything that I've done up to now, and yeah. So just a quick reminder, I don't count finance as part of my debt total. The main reason for that is because it has a fixed end date. I'm paying a monthly payment and eventually that will come to an end. Obviously, I would like to stop having to use finance for things like the car and whatever. But you know what? At the time, it was necessary. So yeah, but we don't count it as part of my debt. So we shall start by writing down my starting debt. Now, when I first set up my channel back in October, November time last year, it was lower than this. However, after Christmas, we went through to the January sales, spent a little bit that we shouldn't have, and yeah, added to the debt instead of taking away. So our starting debt, and this was as of the 25th of February this year. That's when I started like re-looking into my debt and yeah, trying to figure out a plan of action. I didn't restart my channel then, but that was kind of when I restarted looking at my debt. So I set myself a little challenge, and I started this challenge on the 18th of March this year. And at that time, my debt was at £6,056.99. So between the 25th of February to the 18th of March, I had obviously reduced my debt. I had reduced my debt by £259.33. So on the 18th of March, I started a new little challenge that I'd set myself, and that ran up until, so this was for 6 weeks, until the 28th of April this year. And in that time, I managed to pay off £1,335.55. So in 6 weeks, that is what I had cleared off. Now, the total debt that I have cleared since the 25th of February is £1,582.07, which I think is pretty amazing, to be honest. So in a total of 9 weeks, I've done £1,582.07. But in the 6 weeks where my sole focus was debt, I paid off £1,335.55. So the balance on my debt should be £4,721.44. Now, the reason why I say should is not because I've added to the debt, but the actual remaining amount is £4,734.25. So I started with 6316.32. I've paid off £1,582.07, which means my debt should be at £4,721.44, but it's actually at £4,734.25. So there's a difference of £12.81. And that, I believe, is interest on one of the accounts. So yeah, so this is where we are at now. My debt is currently, it was split between 5 different creditors. I've just noticed that on my table. I think it's from this folder, this clipboard. So it was originally split between 5 different people, 5 different companies, but now we are down to the last 3. So these are all credit cards. And their amounts currently sit at £2,200 for the MBNA. Halifax is £1,034.25, and Sainsbury's sits at £1,500. So that is what makes the £4,734.25. So because I have rejigged my the way I do my cash stuffing and my whole budgeting system, I have now fixed a weekly payment. Beforehand, I was just kind of doing whatever, whenever. It was kind of just like whatever I could afford at the time, but we're going to fix something in. So, MBNA, we'll be getting £25 per week. Sainsbury's is getting the same, and Halifax is getting £50 per week. And that's because Halifax has the lowest balance. So that is my main priority right now. And I think it's the only one that's got interest on it. So once Halifax is cleared, that £50 will then be shifted to Sainsbury's. And then once Sainsbury's is cleared, the £75 will be shifted to the MBNA. So how does that look in terms of weeks and, how it's going to, effectively how we're going to be able to pay it off and how long is it going to take. So because Halifax is the priority at £1,034.25, if we pay £50 a week, it will take 20.6 weeks to pay off if we just pay that £50 per week. That's not including any interest, but just to keep it simple, we're not going to include that. The Sainsbury's is currently at £1,500. Now, if we do 20 weeks at £25, because obviously it takes 20 weeks to clear this, we will have paid off £500 in the process of this being completely cleared, which will leave us with £1,000. We'll be paying £75 per week, Again, because this will be cleared, so we'll be taking the £50 from here, dropping it down to here, and that will take us 13.3 weeks to clear the rest. The MBNA has 2,200, so 20 weeks at £25 equals 500. Then 13 weeks at £25 equals 325. So £825 will be paid off between this 20 weeks and this 13 weeks. Meaning we will have £1,375 to pay off. We're paying £100 per week because now we don't have to pay Halifax, we don't have to pay Sainsbury's. So that will take us another 13.75 weeks. So in total, that will mean it'll take us 46 to 47 weeks to pay the entire debt off, if we just stick at £100 a week. That's how long it will take. Now, obviously that is not my goal. I don't want it to take nearly a year to clear the rest off. And bearing in mind, for the past 9 weeks, we've cleared just over £1,500. If we were to continue doing it, you know, per 9 weeks, if we were to continue paying off 1,500 every 9 weeks, it would take us 27 weeks. So basically all I have to do is repeat what I've just done for the past 9 weeks, and it'll be cleared in 27 weeks instead of 46/47. So I did want to just quickly show you, this is my sort of plan that I've had for the past 6 weeks. As you can see, this is overtime, the money that I've put to one side from overtime for my debt, money from Vinted, money from just regular cash stuff in, what I've had extra to put in, money from Atapol. Other is just extra payments. This was a refund, and these two were just extra payments that I made with that week's wage. Chip, obviously I had used somebody's code and got myself £20. And these are the regular payments that I have made each week. As you can see, they vary week by week. However, I want to now fix them at £100. So yeah, that is what I just keep track over the past 6 weeks. I'll continue to use this if I do feel like putting anything extra towards debt. But yeah, that is where we are at. So debt currently sits at £4,734.25, and we've managed to clear just over £1,500. So a very, very good start to getting this debt shifted. If you've got any questions, please just pop them in the comment section. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.